Hello everyone and welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday the 4th of July to Friday the 8th of July 2022. My name is Vishal and let's get down deep into the analysis for this week with respect to the Nifty, Bank Nifty, and let's look at some sectors and some stock charts as well. Alright, so let's start with the Nifty analysis for this week. As we can look at the monthly chart, the prices are still holding this monthly level of demand and are indicating a little bit of a bounce. Now this big picture time frame is a key time frame for the Nifty, taking into consideration because this is the higher time frame demand, and we are also seeing some reaction coming from this higher time frame demand zone where prices have unable to make a new low, and right now they are consolidating. So we might see a little bit of a breakout coming sooner or later on the Nifty, and we don't know whether that breakout will be happening in this week or so. But now this becomes a very key level on the Nifty, and this gap level is going to be a key level, because in case if the market does happen to gap up above all this entire resistance level over here, which it has tried a couple of times to break but has been unable to do it, then we might see the markets heading towards this 16,148 to 16,342. So seems like it's a little bit of a consolidated move to a slightly bullish move for the coming week, but let's see how the markets open. Currently SGX Nifty is pointing at gap up opening on Monday, but of course things can change on Monday morning itself, so we'll have to just wait and watch. Let's move on to the Bank Nifty. So on the Bank Nifty, we are holding on to this level of monthly demand, and this level of monthly demand is held, and that's how Bank Nifty is actually moving. In fact, Bank Nifty was a little stronger on Friday, and we had this significant drop down in price on Friday morning because of Reliance, and of course because of the news amongst all the oil and gas stocks. So that pulled the Nifty down, but then we had this big short covering coming in the afternoon. Now whether this short covering turns into a genuine buying, only time will tell. But just like how we have a gap on the Nifty, there is also a gap level on the Bank Nifty, and let me just point it out to you here. And this is that gap level. So there is a possibility that simultaneously as we see a gap up on the Nifty, there might be a little bit of a gap up also happening on Bank Nifty, and 34,039 to 34,729 will be the key levels to watch out for the coming week. Again, we are maintaining more or less a consolidated to a little bit of a bullish bias for the coming week. Let's look at the USDINR. The USDINR has hit the 79 handle, and it's trading above that. In fact, we had a closing. We have a new monthly level of demand now created on the USDINR. So whether we get a pullback to this 76 handle, only time will tell, but this is going to be a very crucial level, and any pullback into this 76 handle will indicate that the markets want to probably do a move like this in the coming few weeks or in the coming few months. If we look at the weekly chart, on the weekly we do have this gap level, which is this rally demand just below the monthly level. Just get rid of this, but you can see this area over here, and this is going to be a key level again on the USDINR as well. So let's try to get rid of this. Yeah, let's mark this level. So this is that key level of demand on the monthly chart, and on the weekly chart we have a level of demand over here. Just refresh the graph once again. This is the level that I'm talking about. So if we do see prices pulling back to this area, we might expect to see another rally in price on the USD/INR. So any rally in price on the USD/INR ideally should bring our markets or the entire indices down. But right now, both the USD/INR and the Nifty are moving together, and this is something a little abnormal when it comes to correlations, because generally the USD/INR and the Nifty are inversely correlated, but sometimes correlations not always work. Let's look at a key sector for this week. For this week, we have the auto sector, and if you look at the auto sector has been considerably stronger. And let's remove all the tools here so that we can analyze the charts nice and clean. And we are very close to the all-time highs. Now, whenever the price comes to the all-time highs, we got to be a little careful, because the institutions have the tendency to take the price a little bit above the all-time highs and then start profit booking. So if you look at the auto sector on the daily chart, we have a level of demand located around here within this gap area, and of course it will be more visible on the smaller time frame. So let's quickly go to the 60-minute chart of the auto sector, and let's try to gauge if there is any level of demand there. Right, so there are two key levels of demand on the auto sector. We have this one level, which is this base rally, and seems like the prices came very, very close to that and are reacting nicely. And then we have another level of demand on the auto sector over here. So if now we are able to correlate this, let's say, with one of the auto stocks. So let's look at Tata Motors, and let us see how Tata Motors is positioned in the current market scenario. So again, Tata Motors is also very, very similar to the Nifty Auto, and there is bound to be some level of demand on the smaller time frame. So if you see these gap levels over here on Tata Motors, if you just go to the 30-minute chart, maybe we'll be able to figure out something clearer there. So we have this base rally on Tata Motors. It's a little far away from current market price, and this is the closest area, and right now maybe this might be a little bit of a key level on Tata Motors. So if the prices do come towards 401 to 396, we might expect to see Tata Motors giving us another bounce from this area, because prices have barely come and touched, and we might see Tata Motors again heading to the upside. Of course, we do need the Nifty and the broader markets to be in line with our bias, because that is going to actually help our stocks trades to work. But let's see if that happens this week. So this is it from me. I hope you liked this week's analysis. If you do like our analysis, please don't forget to hit the like button, and do give us a feedback in the comment section. If you do like our analysis, or if you would like to see something more, we can add that to the week's analysis. So have a lovely week, guys, and see you next week with some more analysis on Nifty, Bank Nifty, USD/INR, and we'll cover some other sectors and stocks as well. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.